Hey everyone, Sean Innovative here. Just a nice quick video here on a simple strategy that I figured out with utilizing Kissorderflow. So what we do here is just open up a new chart. All right, we'll take it to the NQ. Now, with this chart, we're going to be utilizing the Hakanashi candles. All right, they're going to be on tick, and we'll use the 300 on NQ. If you're going to do ES, be more like a 500 tick. All right, hit tick replay so we get the kiss candles to work properly, and everything else stays the same. All right, there you go. Now tick replay. This is live data, it's not playback or anything. All right, now you can see you have your Hikinashi candles here. All right, now for this strategy, it's basically just kiss order flow. All right, so I'm gonna load kiss order flow. And one other tool I like to use, it's Pat's toolbar. All right, so it's price action trading system. And with that, actually, I don't really need any of these. I'll do arrow line just so I could point out a couple of things. There we go, right there. All right, let's go back to Kiss. Now with Kiss, all right, we'll hide the instructions for zooming in. All right, candle color, that's fine. You can leave all the basic settings. We're really not utilizing a lot of these. All right, imbalances, don't even need them. If you want to leave them, you can. All right, same thing when it comes down to the text and the delta down here. All right, now what you do want is absorption. Okay, and I always like to show contracts, total contracts that are being absorbed just while it's there. Okay, MPOC, we don't need that. Prop creators, these are things if you wish to put them on, you can. But for this strategy, not necessary. Surge bars. Surges would be another thing. So we have absorption, surges, all right? And then lastly, the support and resistance bands, all right? This is going to be the key to the whole strategy, all right? Now with that, the complexity right here, I'm going to increase those to 3. And same here. The broken ones, leave them as is, but you want this to stand out just a little bit more. All right. Okay. And you'll see why in a minute. And that's all good. All right. And we're going to let it load up. There we go. All right. Move that there. Now, the way that the system works is really easy. It's really good on rotational days. All right. This wasn't much of a rotational day. We had a large trend up day, but there were still some opportunities. Now, the way that this actually works, it's rather easy in the fact that you see it printed this red zone here as it was coming down. These support and resistance bars on the Heikin-Ashi 300 tick chart give you some really good zones for being able to make this system work. And there's 4 signals you're going to get. All right. You're going to have the red at the top. You're going to have the green at the top. All right. And they all mean different things. All right. And you'll have the green at the bottom and red at the bottom. Okay? What you're typically looking for in this whole scenario, I'm going to work with just this section here. All right? So you had the red that came down. All right? Now, as this red was coming down, you can see first you had go from 940 here. Right? So this printed green. As this bar was closing here, it was moving up. But as this moved up, it gave us this green zone from the lower portion here. This is where the buyer stepped in and pushed the market up. After that, you had this red zone printing off of this bar here, coming down. All right, open this up a little bit. So as this bar, now this is why I like Pat's, because I could zoom in and out rather quickly. All right, that's because of Pat's toolbar. I just dial my wheel and I can squeeze in and out, not move the whole chart. So as this is here, what I didn't do is put the ruler. You would enter at the bottom of this candle and target just above this zone. Right there, 11 points. Coming down. Now from here, you'd want a green zone printing on a up bar being a bullish zone. All right. We didn't get that from here. What we did get was a green printing from the top. What this typically means is that buyers got trapped up on the top of the bar. Okay. So sellers brought it down. Buyers took it from here up. Sellers brought it right back down. They grabbed the liquidity. And here, we had a small range. Okay. And this is why you want to zoom in and out, because you want to be able to see where each one is. So now the buyers got trapped here. It came down. Typically, it's going to come back here, but we don't know what the reaction is going to be. All right. So it came to here. Now we have a green print here, a green print here, green print there. We have a red print. Red print, next green bar. That's from here, right before it, 12 points. Came, it printed back. A green bar here. There's a red zone there. You have to have a zone to target. Okay? Now you know these, being as small as they are, being a little bit of choppiness here, it's gonna be hard to get them. That's why you want to make these zones a little bit brighter, so that once you see a print, you know, okay, get your market order, get it. All right. We didn't get a red zone printing to come down. We didn't get one here. Got one here. And you see, pretty much everyone goes for the next zone. I always like the front run when you get to the zone. Okay. Now, if you see this printed, but was a down bar. You're not taking that. That's buyers got trapped up here. Okay. So these sellers remained in control. Now we come back. We had no green bars print. We had a green bar print, but we have no zones to target. All right. So it comes back down. Sellers got trapped. Buyers took it over, brought it up here. We had buyers trapped up here. Sellers took it, coming down. And from here, if you actually look from where you entered, you had a minimal amount of drawdown you would have to have taken. But the move still goes. All right. And you came right down here. Hit this, price came back up. Now, we never had another red bar print, so we had nothing to do here. We had a green bar print, but you had a green zone up here. So since we had two green zones at the top, there's no target. You want a red zone for the target. Okay.